Yeah, we'll jump into it more. I want to give another something to watch before the game, Sam. I think, there's so much excitement and there's still 2 or 3 days left. I think there's so much to watch. Baker, Patrick Mahomes, which obviously is going to be a key matchup and should be put out there as the matchup. They played each other in college in the knockoff Red River shootout.
Right.
As Baker was at Oklahoma, Patrick Mahomes was at Texas Tech, and kind of has this weird connection because Baker was there. I don't know if they necessarily knew each other. They should have. I think
Baker showed Mahomes around campus. So
okay, there you go. This is a Big 12 shootout. Right. A Baker Mayfield fan, a Patrick Mahomes fan should be loving on this. Baker threw it 36 times, 545 yards, 7 touchdowns. Incredible. 66 points. Oklahoma won 66-59. Again, Baker, 545 yards, 7 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Let me jump to the other side. Patrick Mahomes threw it 88 times. He threw a 7-inning shutout. 88 times, 734 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Right.
And Texas Tech obviously worse on defense, but incredible, right. Man. A rewatch, so good. Such a good rewatch. Really, really good.
Yeah. I don't know if you would have told someone back then, like, hey, Mahomes is going to be the reigning MVP, reigning Super Bowl MVP. Baker's going to have to go knock him off as an underdog. I don't know if people would buy it with Baker going number 1 overall. But wow, what a game, man. What a shootout. It sort of reminds me, if you're going to compare it to an NFL game, I'm thinking maybe like that Chiefs-Rams game from last year or a couple years ago on Monday night. And I think if the Browns can sort of take what happened in that game and take what happened from that Baker and Mahomes crazy shootout down there in college, and if they can turn it into that, then it might just come down to whoever has the ball last. The Chiefs defense, it's not what their offense is. Obviously, the Browns are going to have a hard time covering Tyreek Hill and covering these Chiefs receivers and slowing down Patrick Mahomes. But if you can get it to a point where you're down 1 score and you get Baker the ball going down the field, he's been in this situation before, and I trust the guy. I think if they can turn this into a shootout, then the Browns have a chance.
Yeah, let's stay with Baker versus Mahomes for a minute. Sam, you alluded to, and we'll get to it. You want them to get the lead and run it down and try and keep it and do what they've done versus a couple different teams. If I give the biggest example, like Cincinnati, they get that lead and they stay steady running the clock, and even like Dallas or Tennessee, they get those big leads and just run it down.
Right.
If they get locked in it, do you believe in Baker? We know Mahomes. No question about Mahomes, but do you believe in Baker if they're already down 14 to jump them back and then have pressure not to be able to run it to just it's Baker versus Mahomes?
I do believe in Baker, and I think the game that sort of put that faith there is that Baltimore Monday night game that the Browns played. The Browns got down a couple scores in that game, and it wasn't a game that they could bury the Ravens and run it out and try to hold on to a lead. It was one where they had to go get it, and they had to go earn that lead back. And Baker showed up, man. So if I'm the Browns, one thing that I'm not doing is I'm not trying to put Baker Mayfield in a box. I'm not trying to tell Baker, like, hey, play it safe. I'm telling Baker to go out there and sling it, man. Maybe he has shades of that Texas Tech matchup, and we just have a shootout once again. But I put my trust in Baker Mayfield. I think when the Browns have needed him to go down and score, almost every single time the man has done it. And I think what we're seeing is we shouldn't really have any reservations doing that because he doesn't throw picks anymore. He's thrown 1 interception in the last however many weeks, and it was a great play by that Baltimore defensive lineman, if you remember that.
Yeah, it's like 22-1 since Odell went down, which different podcast for a different day on the Odell situation.
Yeah, you're not gonna catch me on a video saying that we should trade Odell, but he's looked great.
That'll be a debate podcast then for us.